Behind me is the UK's Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, where they've just closed a unit that was tracking potential Israeli breaches of international law. The decision was allegedly due to budget cuts, according to a recent report in The Guardian, and the closure of this unit ends the UK's funding for the Conflict and Security Monitoring Project, which operated the world's largest open-source monitoring system for human rights incidents across Israel, Palestine, and Lebanon. It was the only program in the UK that collected, verified, and analysed human rights and conflict incidents in Israel and the occupied territories. The closure of the International Humanitarian Law Cell comes just 2 weeks after newly appointed Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper declared that respect for international law would be a linchpin of her department's foreign policy. We spoke to Jonathan Purcell from the International Centre of Justice for Palestinians about the timing of the closure of this unit.
How can there be any sense that the government is taking its obligations under international humanitarian law seriously when it is scrapping this unit at a time where Israel is continuing to violate international law through its bombing of Iran and its continued genocide against the Palestinian people in Gaza and the West Bank?
Reports say officials have been warned the closure of the Conflict and Security Monitoring Project will mean the Foreign Office will lose access to a database of 26,000 verified incidents in the Middle East. The database holds information on incidents and attacks stretching back to October 7, 2023. The department was not only vital to warning the Foreign Office of potential atrocities happening in the region, it also helped the Foreign Office decide whether arms export licenses to Israel should remain suspended, and it provided information to help officials conclude whether Israel had breached international humanitarian laws on matters including proportionality in conflict. When Al Jazeera asked the FCDO for comment, they said, "We continue to heavily invest expertise and resources into our conflict prevention and resolution work, including the monitoring of international humanitarian law in Gaza. As part of an internal restructure, the work of the cell continues from within a different team in the FCDO. We also continue to retain access to all FCDO-funded research conducted by CIR. These reports are only one of the many ways we inform our assessments and approach to international humanitarian law issues." In recent months, the Foreign Office has seen internal divisions over the UK's arms sales to Israel. A diplomat called Mark Smith, who quit his job over the UK's refusal to stop selling arms to Israel, said late last year that civil servants who questioned the government's Israel policies were routinely silenced.